It did seem peculiar that we were hearing similar noises to that of Carl and Rick. It definitely felt as if something was in the caves with us. On our way out, Phil and I heard a noise that we will never forget.
Whoa! What's that? What? Stand still, kids. Stand still. And don't panic.
Hang on, you just right.
Just heard like a slight shuffling noise and then I heard it.
Yeah, I heard that. Was it down there? I thought it was where you running to.
No, it was in there, I'm telling you.
I didn't hear talking, but I heard it.
Yeah, it was like something was gagging.
Back in there?
Yeah, I heard it from in there. It was like it was gagging. Like some...
Are we going back in?
Whoa! Whoa! I think you're right. These tunnels are nothing. This is far more.
It was gagging. It was like something being sick.
There's nothing here that we can see.
Is there anybody here? Is there anything in here with us now that for whatever reason doesn't want us to be here? If so, you better let us know now.
This noise sounds like a person retching, and it came from the bottom of the cave. Whatever is down there, whether it be some kind of energy or ghost, I would not advise anyone to stay there on their own. Carl and Rick had teamed up with Stuart. They had decided to go to what can only be described as the pit. This would have been a place where prisoners were left to rot. Ghostly screams and moans are heard coming from this area, along with a feeling of complete despair.
I'm absolutely shitting myself.
Really?
Yeah, this location, yeah.
Wow.
Well, because all day long, I mentioned it to Carl earlier on and Derek, I actually felt it not 5 minutes ago. All day long, I've been feeling very, very lightheaded, as though I've been swaying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Derek said it's something to do with the vortex, that's it.
Everybody so far has felt something, whether it be this lightheaded feeling that Stuart's been saying. Yeah, we've all felt that at some point today. I'm feeling it quite a lot in here. Is anyone here in this room with us? Please try to make yourself known to us by knocking. So you? Oh, can you hear that? Tap. Shh. Is that? That's me. Can't be anyone else. We've done all the other crew. They're on the other side of the building. There's only us three on this side. You know, I can't see a thing. It's pitch black. I can't see a jacket. Tell you what.
I think I can see a little red light on the camera over there.
Well, if something fucking happened in here, I'd trip up. I'd harm myself trying to get out of this place in a hurry. I really would.
And you get a feeling you're being watched.
Yeah, do you know?
No,
yeah.
Do you know, I've had that feeling ever since I've been in this.
Yeah, from up there. As
It's almost like I want to keep my eyes sort of transfixed up there. But was that you that was trying to make a noise there, or that made the noise?
Freaked out.
What is behind these walls, do you know?
I don't know.
Has a banging noise been heard from here?
From here, they have, yeah.
Okay.
During the night, other groups did investigate different parts of the building, but nothing untoward happened. It was interesting that a lot of activity seemed to centre around the caves and not in the supposed haunted areas. Phil's experiments did not show anything unusual. The trigger object that was placed in the washroom did not move, and no noises or voices were caught on the dictaphone. Light anomalies were plentiful, but this one caught in the dark cell is the most intriguing.
I knew this was going to be a good one when I arrived. It's a place of death and destruction and torment. So there's bound to be ghosts. I knew that anyway.
This person basically butchered, if you like, which it was, a whole family. Would you believe what family? And it appears his own family.
We heard what I can only describe as a guttural coughing sound. Now, this, to me, absolutely shocked myself and Yvette to the extent that we almost ran out of the location. There was nobody around, nobody was in the building with us at all. So that is totally unexplainable.
We actually got to the area where some steps were and heard this very loud banging. And it frightened us to death, really did, got me. But then again, when Yvette starts to shout and shriek, then it's infectious, and fear, of course, is infectious, and it spread through all of us. I went and pushed the door, nobody there, absolutely nobody. There was nobody on the premises that would have done it, and in my opinion, it was real poltergeist activity that took place there.
Overall, I thought the investigation went really well, and I must say I'm very impressed with the Galleries of Justice. There is definitely something about this place, whether it's actually in this courtroom or indeed in the caves underneath the location.
We've had a damn good night, and we've got something to show for it. It's been great.
When Derek normally does his walk-arounds, he usually comes up with both the first name and the surname of the person he's picking up on. On this occasion, he comes up with just the surname and the initials. And that's a little bit curious, especially given that in the Galleries of Justice, which is essentially a museum, there's numerous places around the location where these records are available and this information is given, but only the initials are given. So it's very difficult to assess whether or not Derek has picked up the information from there or whether he really is speaking to spirits.
How's the landing noise been here from here then? Yeah.
The light anomaly that's picked up in the pit, on the face of it, seems very unusual. It's an odd shape, so it's probably not like to be explained in terms of maybe a piece of dust or a fly picking up the light. But what it could be is it could be a cobweb that's reflecting the light.
Yes.
Fucking hell, sorry.
I think you'll find it's a firework.
There seems to be a lot going on with the vets group when they're hearing the bangs on the door, and at one point they seem to see a person's feet on the other side of the door, but when they open the door, nobody seems to be there. But for me, I'm not sure if we can really rule out that somebody wasn't there playing tricks. With regards to the ghostly scream that's picked up by the mics, on the face of it, it sounds very unusual, very strange, and very difficult to explain. But can we really rule out the possibility that it wasn't just simply a car screeching?
We've investigated old prisons before, but never quite like this one. I don't think myself or any other member of the crew will ever forget our night here. Until the next time, sleep tight.
That is supposed to be this man's poo.
Yeah, alright, hurry up. Derek's picking up on stuff. He's acting funny. My arse won't get down.